Good evening, guys. Price Monkey here, as always, doing the evening analysis. Um, just before I start, just need to say, as always, my views are not to be taken as trading calls or advice, and are for educational purposes only. Okay. So what have we got? If you watched my video last night, my pre week analysis for I did yesterday, which is Sunday. You'll see that I marked out quite a few levels, areas of interest. Actually, turns out that most of them reacted to reacted to movements from there. I only actually took a position on the DAX, which I will go into during my video. Could have got long on gold. Unfortunately, I missed a chance on that. There's a few others, but you can't get them all. Like I say, sometimes the price will move without giving confirmation, in which case you might not get a chance to get in, or if you do get in, it might be a little risky. So anyway, there's always plenty more setups in the market. So let's get on to analysis. So as I've been discussing previously, the US dollar, Swiss franc. Let's go to monthly. A quick glance at monthly. Down to weekly. You can see we've been moving up, and we've got this area of supply here. Okay. So on the daily, you can see we're moving up in this channel. What I'd like to see is movement into around these areas, intersecting with this trend line. Be nice if we got right up into the 1.0204 area. Potentially be taking shorts there. This has already been discussed, guys, in my previous video, if you want to check that as well. And then if we do get that high and we get some price action, some price configurations to the short side, then we'll be looking at getting down to the 1.0116 area, perhaps even further. I guess the next level of support would actually be around here, the 1 risk to 2 reward area, which is 1.0062. Further than that, towards the bottom of the channel, we're looking at towards parity. Okay, which is quite possible, I think. Okay, so that's the dollar Swiss. Moving on to the pound. So yesterday I discussed a possible reaction at this area, 1.4350 area, and that's what we got. There wasn't, in my eyes, there wasn't really any. I mean, you could have gone short there. Well, after this bear engulf at 1.433. In my eyes, that would have been a bit risky, but if you want to take a smaller position size than usual, and go for a long reward on that, then that's fair enough. It's not something I do a lot, but it could have worked. Well, it would have worked, but I didn't take that one. I'd rather wait for to get a higher amount of capital into my move and take a smaller risk reward. Like I say, usually 2 reward to 1 risk. Okay, so perhaps tomorrow we might see a continuation of the down move down into this area of demand, labeled here. So we got 1.4185 down to 1.407 for perhaps some more reactions to the upside. We might see some reactions to this old trend line as we come down here. We do have Carney speaking tomorrow at 10:45 AM, that's UK time. So probably be best to wait until that's over with if you do want to get into this market. Like I say, we are in a downtrend, so shorts are favoured. Okay. Nothing clear on that. Nothing clear at all, really. Euro, Australian dollar. Okay, so let's start with monthly. So on the monthly chart, we have, you can see support turn to resistance. We've got supply come into the market. Okay, weekly chart, you can see we've now made a weekly bear engulf from monthly supply. Okay, we so far today we've had a retracement up into this area of the weekly bear engulf. Okay, which is caused by this daily candle. So we've got a daily engulf to the upside now, which many would see as a bullish sign. And in the short term, it is a bullish sign. But what I'd like to see is a move up into these. This is the 4-hour chart, by the way, guys. So what I would like to see is, let's zoom out a little. Let's get rid of this box just to make things a little clearer. So we've got resistance, kind of support resistance pivot around here. It's not the clearest of areas. We've got a rough kind of support resistance area around here. So what I'd like to see is a break above this 1.5617 area. I'd like to get right up into these 1.5743 to 1.5797 areas, and I'd like to be taking shorts around this supply level here if we get up there, which is a possibility. Okay, so if I was looking at the time frame, this could take a day or two to get up here. If we do get up there, if we do, there's possibility for some nice reward here. We'd probably be looking at getting all the way down to at least 1.5616. So that would be a 1 risk to 2 reward, depending on where you want to put your stop. Probably safer to put your stop behind the swing high, because that is where the real supply is, and potentially ride this down, right down to the original demand area. So could be, it's for a safe trade with a fairly wide stop. Could be looking at 3 reward to 1 risk. Okay, but let's see what happens when we get up into these areas, 1.577 areas. Okay, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Today was a bank holiday for Australia, so fairly low levels of movement during the Asian session. Well, let me just double check that. I tell a lie. We did get a fairly decent move down today. Anyway, so we have come down. I did talk about trying to get long on this. We've reacted from this area here previously, moved up. We've made the bull engulf now from this area. If you look at the daily, sorry if this is a bit messy, guys. Let me just double check this. So if you look at the daily, we've got an area of resistance, support, and now turned was resistance there, but we've closed above our on the on Friday we closed above there, holding above there. Okay, so there's a good chance that this has turned support now. So for the short term, there's possibilities of moves up as previously discussed. The reaction that we're seeing so far from this engulf isn't too strong. We've dipped quite low into it with the last 4 hour bar. Usually I find that when price dips quite low into these areas of demand, it can sometimes be a bad sign. Usually I like to see price come around halfway into the zone, which tells me there's eager buyers there who are willing to defend their position. If you get too far deep into the zone, it can indicate a weak area. There's a possibility in this case that we might get moves down back into this area. Let's just see what this looks like on the daily. So the base of this bull engulf on the daily, so we've got 1.0738 to 1.0683. Okay, so perhaps further down into this area, intersecting with these trend lines, perhaps look for bullish PA to go long there. But what I will do in the meantime is continue to look, see how price develops in this area. Okay, if we break this area, if we break past 1.0747, then I will be looking to see what happens in the demand area below for longs. Okay. Moving on to pound and CAD. This was also discussed in yesterday's analysis. As you can see, price has reacted exactly as planned. We've got a daily engulf, which is good. Let me just have a look at weekly. Okay, so we've got the daily engulf. Only problem is at the moment is that we are closing right on resistance. What would be good to see would either to see price move above here. It's kind of like this, move above, then come back down, and then go up again. So you get like a double bottomed type of pattern. Or perhaps even just a smaller double bottom that occurs underneath the resistance area, but because you get this sort of double PA configuration, it's enough to buy into a resistance area in my opinion. So that's what I'd like to see. On the 4 hour it's not the cleanest either, so we will wait and see what happens over the coming days. Like I say, tomorrow we have some talks from Carney, which may have some influence, so we'll wait and see on that. No reason to jump in yet. Okay, but looking at it at the moment, it does look nice. I do like this one. Okay. Gold, as I talked about yesterday, I said there's a good chance that gold will move up, and it has done. I didn't get in on this, to be honest. I've actually been feeling quite under the weather today. When I'm trading, if I'm feeling under the weather, or if I have any sort of external problems, stresses, frustrations, anything like that, it affects my ability to read the charts and just think rationally. So what I'll do is I'll either take less trades than usual, or I won't trade at all. Okay, I'm actually feeling a little bit better now. If I wasn't feeling up to it, I wouldn't be doing this analysis, because there'd be a good chance that I'd get a lot of it wrong. So anyway, back to analysis. Like I've been saying, if you look at my previous video, I am expecting moves up into this, breaking the this daily supply. So first area I'd look for is up to the 1.223 areas, 122, 1225. Okay, above that 1147, and then above that 1175. So I'm going to be looking to try and get on board buys at some point on this. I'm not too sure yet because there isn't anything too clean at the moment to jump on board this. But what I will be doing, whether I'm in longs or not, is on the way up I'll be looking for signs of reversals, because they will be great. There will be, I believe, good price configurations to get short occurring at some of these levels. Okay, so whilst I'm looking to buy into gold at the moment over the coming weeks, I will also be looking to get on a bigger short. Obviously depends on fundamentals as well, but I think we should see a reaction in this monthly bearing Gulf base. Okay. Next one, oil, crude. Yesterday, if you watched my analysis, I talked about this area, and we got a reaction right at this area. Okay. Let's have a look at the charts higher up. So we've got weekly, daily, 4 hour. So what do I think will happen tomorrow? I think the most likely scenario is we'll either break down here and see a retracement back up, or we'll see a retracement from this area right on $30 a barrel back up to 32s, 33s. Okay, and then there'll be chance to get in short again. I don't want to buy into this market, but what I want to do is position myself short again. We all know that oil can't keep going down, but until it makes a higher high in this long-term trend, then in my eyes there is no point trying to buy a falling dagger. Okay, that's the one of the worst mistakes you can make. React, not predict. That's the motto I like to use. So yeah, that's all I can see at the moment. Not really too much in terms of trade setups, just like last night really, not too much. Oh, let me just talk about the DAX trade before we go. Right, give me a second. Get the trade on the screen. Okay, so as you can see, I did take a short on DAX. I was aiming for 9650. My stops were originally up here, so I was trying to go for around 1 risk to 2 reward. As price started moving, I got my stop a bit lower because I was in for around 1% position on this, and then what happened is we got to this area of support, and I decided to get my stop to break even plus, just to be on the safe side. I am a conservative trader. I do see a lot of break evens. It's just the way I like to do it. No wrongs or rights really, as long as you have a strategy for managing your risk. I don't see anything wrong in leaving your stops where they are. But like I say, I like to move my stops to break even sometimes. So yeah, price has moved along and hit my target, but there'll be other trades. Yeah, it's water off a duck's back really. If you watch my previous, if you watch my call, so I don't think I made a video about this last night. I think it was just a call on. Well, not, I shouldn't call it a call because I'm not making trade calls. I'm just showing you what I can do. If you look at my Twitter, you will see the analysis I made for the DAX and my entry into the market as it happened, with reasoning. So if you ever look through my Twitter, you'll see that. But yeah, that is everything. So if you just stumbled across my video, I am on Twitter at price_monkey. Okay, like I say, I do trade analysis videos every day. I put all my trades as I take them on Twitter, talk about analysis. So do add me, do retweet me if you find my information valuable to you or educational. Like I say, all my views are not to be taken as trading calls of advice, for educational purposes only. And also, like I say, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching from, well, you will be watching from YouTube. Subscribe to that and like my videos as well. And any trader friends you have, anyone interested in the markets, novice or seasoned traders, tell them about me, and let's share our ideas and analysis. Okay, I will be seeing you guys in London tomorrow. Have a nice evening.